After a long wait, the first episode of My Daughter is a Communist.
Yes.
I am one of the trio of your hosts.
Jeez.
I go by the name of Mr. Roby Hollywood. It's a brand name like Pepsi. Gentlemen, introduce yourselves, please.
My name is the Johnny Rogers.
That's the Johnny Rogers himself, ladies and gentlemen.
Did you notice like
Round
he
of
used his
applause.
bedroom voice to introduce himself? That's a little. He said, Johnny's
hi.
trying to fuck. Johnny's trying to fuck.
I'm trying
From
to start on
episode
a high
one,
note.
he's
This
letting
is the
everybody know.
inaugural episode.
Yes,
We got to
sir.
get it all out.
My name is Fadi Nassar.
Oh.
I am the third part to the puzzle.
You're gonna have to explain the name. People gonna be like, "Fat, that guy sounds
my
fit."
name is mine. That's my real name. It's not made up. It's not sure. It's Fadi. It's Arabic, and it stands for to give. That's what it stands for. My last name Nassar stands for dick. You know what I'm saying?
You are alienating our evangelical audience right off the bat. By,
To give, though, that's the problem that we have today, right? Like communists. What? Tell us what your communist daughter did today.
You know what? Listen, honestly, I feel like from episode 1, we should just try to like make this thing last and go into the whole. Obviously, the name is controversial.
Yeah.
Right.
For sure, you clicked on it for a reason.
We're not going to explain the name either, eh? We're not going to explain the name until
That's what the whole first episode is about not explaining the name.
Yeah. We're not explaining the name. Yo, Robbie and Johnny, why are we not explaining the name?
Well, I'll tell you, because I walked into my daughter's bedroom today, and you know what I saw on the wall? Bernie Sanders poster.
Bernie Sanders.
My daughter's a
posters,
communist.
Man.
Your daughter also fucks black guys. You should also know about that.
Jesus.
That is also a concern. That is also something you should be concerned about. I feel like there is levels to this. You know what I mean?
Well, at
Like,
least you won't be Republican.
Yup.
Listen. Honestly, I'm not rich enough to be a Republican, but I wish one day I was, so I can say things like people on welfare shouldn't eat breakfast. You don't need that energy. Why? To go back to bed? I don't think so.
Yo, man.
Personally speaking, I don't think so. Right?
Personally?
I just found out that my daughter goes hard like Vladimir Putin, man. Like Vladimir
What does that
Putin,
mean?
man.
Does she
What does that
tend to
mean?
like? Does she
Vladimir Putin-
poison?
Kill people?
Does she
Bro,
poison her
Vladimir
political
Putin,
opponents?
I would never fuck with Vladimir Putin. That guy just scares me, bro. Like, this guy rode a bear.
I don't know if I really wrote a bear though. Did
I know
Vladimir,
there's a
like,
painting.
I'm
There's
not
a painting
taking a
of
chance
him.
that photo's photoshopped. Okay?
These are
I'm
a
not
painting?
taking a chance
I don't know what's
that
worse.
that photo is photoshopped.
I don't know
okay?
what's worse, if
Not
it's
a
a
chance I want to
paint-
take, man.
I don't know what's worse. A painting of him riding a bear or like an actual photo.
you gotta wonder what it takes for a man to ride a bear. I feel like a bear will
Well,
let it
first you
fuck
gotta- first you gotta
It will
catch
let
the
you
bear.
fuck it first.
First, you gotta
before
catch
it
the
lets
bear,
you
Robbie,
ride it.
and then you gotta fuck it. You know? If you could give the bear back shots.
I guess.
Okay, let's reel this back, man. We're talking
I
about
don't know.
some
We're talking about
wildness,
bear
right?
fucking and communist daughters. Like this
We're
is
going in
this is
today,
not
man.
going well. I don't think we're getting picked up.
Guys,
I don't think we're getting picked up.
I don't have
quit.
sex with animals. Just to be extremely clear about this, for all legal purposes, I do not fuck bears. ladies
You
and
should.
gentlemen.
I think there is paperwork that needs to be signed before this podcast carries on, because I feel like I'm being an accessory to things. Like people are admitting to bear fucking and
Yeah, man.
you know what I mean. Like, but like you said there was a Bernie Sanders poster in your daughter's bedroom.
Yeah.
What? Like, I don't know how I feel about Bernie. I don't feel like, first of all, like, you know what? You shouldn't be like, okay, look, I get it, dude. You like, you like just retire, bro. Like, you having heart attacks trying to do things. Like, I'm not comfortable with people with shaky hands on the nuclear button. You know what I'm saying? There's just like a recipe for disaster.
People were saying that about Trump too. They're like not comfortable with a guy
No.
that misspells his tweets with his hands on
You know what, though?
Aggressive tweeting, man. It's like aggressive anger tweeting.
Let me tell you something though. Like, the thing that
This
impressed
guy
me
has
about
some
Trump.
messed up words. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah,
He has
sorry, go
some
ahead.
messed up words sometimes when he's talking, bro. Trump, he just says like weird shit, like boys. You know,
He said
just
what?
butchers words, man. Like
Oh,
he'll be
yeah.
having a normal conversation, he just butchers like the most simple words, bro.
Bro, the man is a snake oil salesman.
You know what
Okay,
I'm
like, you
saying,
understand?
dog?
Like, that's really
This
like.
guy went and popped off and killed the man in Iran. And honestly, bro,
I don't know, you guys
we're
sound like
getting into
communists.
politics heavy, but yo, some communism are going on right now, bro. Yo, speaking of communism, I got my citizenship yesterday, man.
Oh,
I
yes.
actually
Welcome.
went
Yes.
and fucking got my citizenship yesterday, bro. Some weird shit happens to me though, man. Because I was in line, right? This guy comes up to me, stands behind me. Hey, brother, where you from? Jordan, where you from? I'm Iraqi, bro. He goes, inshallah, we get this citizenship. I'm like, yo, get the fuck away from me. There's like 7 fucking officers looking at us like we're in line trying to get our citizenship.
Fadi's like, my name is Brett. My name is actually Brett.
Inshallah, Habibi, Allah. I'm like, bro, one too many Allahs in there, man. Like,
did you not watch the news?
Down, yeah.
Did
Plane
you
went
not
down.
watch?
We gotta lay low.
Honestly, though, like to talk, like actually, I wanted to kind of touch on that. Like I watched this. I don't know if you guys got a chance to see it. Like Trudeau gave like this like press conference earlier, and talking about like this whole plane that was shut down and all this stuff. And like the man. Let me tell you something, man. Like, I'm no Trump supporter in any way. I think the man is a goddamn lunatic. Yeah. But the man said, it's like, yo, if there is one American like, if there is an American hair that gets touched, I'll fuck everybody up. Everybody dead.
He didn't just say that,
like,
though.
If an American
he said it over a tweet, which I don't know
if an American pube goes missing, everybody dead. Yes. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you gotta admire that level of nationality.
No, but like, I'm watching Trudeau earlier today. It's like, yes, the plane was shot by a missile, but we don't really know. We want to make sure that the proper investigation
with Iran is a big decision, man.
No, I know it is a big decision.
And fucking Trump just hit the man like it was fucking. What do you have? What do you want for dinner? What do you want for chicken? He just hit the man.
No,
they attacked an embassy. There's been shit happening forever.
There's history, but that was a big jump.
No, it was
an unnecessary jump, man.
No, it is
unnecessary to get to that point.
No, I don't know. I think it's a lot of big dick energy. I think it's just sweet. You know why he actually did it?
With all kinds of options, and that's the option that he picked, and they were shocked. Look this up, Google it. I watched the news.
You know what's so funny though?
Nah, CP24.
Bro,
CP24, bro.
You know what's so funny though? Like they'll go on and say like he'll go on TV and be like, Iran will never have a nuclear weapon, right? And like they went to Iraq because Colin Powell went in front of the UN with a vial full of cinnamon and was like, this is the evidence that the Iraqis have weapons of mass destruction. We must attack now. But then you have a guy like Kim Jong-un who has parades on a weekly basis.
Jesus
it's like, you want to see my weapons of mass destruction? I'm having parades of them. You know what I'm saying? Come through. Let's talk.
It's a lot of just big dick energy.
You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. So like, this is just
my dick's bigger than your dick.
Trump is a bully.
He blew the guy up. Did you know this? That he was actually, they were trolling each other back and forth on Twitter.
Who?
Trump and Pat. You know this? The guy.
Soleimani.
Oh, really? They were trolling each other.
That was a Twitter feed?
He killed a man over a Twitter feed.
Pat, you gotta tell me what the tweet said.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
what kind of tweet?
Man on a Twitter feed.
No.
Twitter fingers turned to trigger fingers.
No. Nobody told me
Twitter
this.
fingers
Pat, do
turned
you have an
to
article
trigger
to back this up?
fingers.
He's gonna pull up an article.
No. There has to be. Let me know what the tweet said.
We should also introduce producer Pat. He's a legend. He's the one that hooked up this whole experience.
This guy is a legend
AKA
in the city,
Rasputin.
man. A legend in the city, man.
Rasputin.
Shout out
He is
producer
the
Pat.
wizard. He is the man who finds the knowledge, the hidden one.
Jeez.
When our minds cannot dig any deeper,
Jeez.
You cut no
we
promo.
refer to Pat to dig deep into the coffers of knowledge.
You imagine that's real shit though, right? Imagine we go into like there's an apocalypse, but there's some people that were so good at memory they memorized like Google searches, and you have to come to these like shaman.
Oh
that are,
yeah,
like,
dude,
Google
shaman. Pat will be running
That
a
would be
fucking
a
cult in
Google
a zombie
shaman.
apocalypse, fucking
running-
everybody's wife. It's like, in order for knowledge to penetrate you, it must enter your wife's vagina. And it's like, what? I thought the
knows
word
what
was
episode.
vagina. No.
You can ask him anything. He knows what episode that Ross and Rachel went on a break. He knows.
Okay, no. Listen. You are accusing this guy. Listen, anybody who knows that is a sex offender. I'm sorry.
He's a Google god.
This is where I stand.
He'll be Google gods.
Yo, some people are Google gods, man, and they make money doing that shit, man. Like, yo, those, like, the
You're
meme
high.
lords, I am high.
No.
That's true.
Weed is legal, man. We're in Canada, baby.
What is a Google god? Like, I'm
Pay
a
taxes
Google
on
god
this
with like
shit,
a man
man.
with 20 fingers. They can type faster than the others.
There's mans that do that. I'm like, what?
You know, I used to end arguments with Google that shit. Like that used to be a way that, because something like this was like when you had like the Sony Ericssons, like when you first just started having the internet on phones, like the early Blackberries, like you know, you had to like like it was still ugly. You know, you can tell somebody to Google that shit, but you know it was gonna cost them 35 cents. So you're like, listen, if you're not willing to look it up, I won.
You know what's some crazy shit? Pat, do you have something?
I can't get because the stupid fucking paywall, but
the New York Times.
But all the articles are like Trump Soleimani Twitter beef escalates right before. He should have. I know some of the Soleimani tweets from years ago, from when he was fighting ISIS, because that's basically when he came out of hiding. Because they had tried to kill him years ago, and so he went into hiding. Then he came back out of hiding because what he does is like he makes militias. So he's kind of like the de facto head of Hezbollah and a bunch of other these militias that fought ISIS. And then he starts daring them, saying like, listen, I've been in public now for 2 years. The U.S. doesn't have the balls to come after me.
Wow.
And then basically 8 months later,
Trump's like, hit him with a missile.
Like, send him the biggest one.
Yo, I actually have the video of the actual. Did you guys see this? It was on Instagram earlier. Like the video of the actual
thing.
Yo,
I see that.
You see this dudes running like
they have that, but they don't have Epstein.
No.
They got a missile. They got a video of a missile.
They cleaned that one up.
Listen,
Epstein was expensive.
Don't talk about.
Man got paid. This guy like broke into their like fucking Tom Cruise style. Broke into the prison.
You
like
see the photo
of
like the 100,
like you know.
You got
fucking killed the guy.
Fadi, you've been in. Okay, I'm gonna like pull you out of the jail closet. You've been in jail.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a photo of a jail cell?
On air, baby. Yes.
Have you ever seen a photo of a jail cell with a ton of like what the
clothes?
Like what they were?
Like
Did you
covering
see those, like, orange?
the doors?
No, but he had like 30 of them on the floor.
Oh.
In the photo, they took a photo of like his jail cell.
The bed sheets are orange, and he has 3 sets of bed sheets, and then he also has a fucking 6-foot-long extension cord for his apnea mask.
And a pen with a handwritten note right next to it.
Guys, you have to know, 2020, you have to understand that Epstein was a hit. That was a clean up.
Nobody is doubting that. This guy. No.
About this
has fucking 30 jumpers on his fucking
This listen,
Man's had
bro.
2 pairs of shoes, ran the range, bro. I was the boss. I had 2 different sets of shoes. Man's like, that guy's the man right there.
No,
this guy's got 2 kicks, you know?
No, we don't even talk about. These are the same people that settle Twitter beefs with drones. You know what I'm saying? Listen, this guy had too much information. Did you guys watch that interview of Prince? What's his name? Prince Philip. Is it Prince Philip?
Prince Arthur?
Prince Andrew?
Prince Andrew. Oh my God. Okay, so this dude
fucking perfect.
is in the middle of an interview. They show him a picture of him with a 14-year-old just grabbing a titty. Like the titty was almost in the mouth. Like you could see, and like this guy's trying to be like, oh, this picture may have been doctored. I'm like, what the fuck? It's a Polaroid. It's a Polaroid. Andrew, like,
did you see the painting of Bill Clinton in drag that they found at Epstein's
I saw that. Bro,
that was
what the fuck is that?
No, but Clinton
about? Can we talk about that for communism's sake?
Hilarious.
No, but you know what? Though Clinton is you know, to me he's an unsung hero. To me, like, he makes a that's how like you know what, man. Like, see, you have to understand what it takes to be president of the United States, right? You have to be a man with the libido. You've been winning a life. Like, you know, you went to law school, you went to Yale, you smashed that, right? You became governor of Arkansas, whatever the fuck that is, right? You have great hair. You have this frigid wife that fucking doesn't fuck you because she's too busy reading fucking books to become a lawyer herself, because this bitch wants to become president too, so she's not sucking dick. You can't suck dick and become president. That's impossible. That's why Michelle Obama will never be president. You understand? Because you could see. No. See, listen. Do you know one thing that scares me about Trump?
I think Michelle ran, she'll win, bro.
Bro,
I really do.
You know what? You know,
I just think because I just think like so many people, men and women, are gonna vote for her.
You know what Trump attacked Iran? The man is running on blue balls. Donald Trump is not fucking. Hear this from me. It's true. Because his wife, have you ever seen his wife? that bitch is not giving him no pussy. That's a fact.
I'll put money on
She
that.
That is
even
a
hold
fact.
his
She won't
hand in
even hold
public.
this
No,
nigga's
he's like,
hand,
"Man,
bro.
please grab
You
you
know what I'm
guys'
saying?
pussy."
Like, no, but like, imagine though, like, imagine being a woman.
She's like, no, Donald. Don't touch the
But see,
pussy.
look, it's even simple to understand though. Have you ever had like a woman hurt around you? Like this woman has been cheated on in public. Like they're shame. Like everywhere she goes, like yo shit, her husband is fucking porn stars. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gossiping
Yeah.
around you. This bitch ain't giving you no pussy, and he's not gonna go get some strange.
Yeah.
Cause this bitch will get a book deal right out of it.
President,
They're
you
like, you know what I'm saying?
And he's popping off too. Like, you know, she's about some of the decisions he made. Like, you know,
Right.
she doesn't support his
Oh,
fucking.
of course,
but
she cannot
She doesn't say
wait.
a word. She just stands there. She's like, yeah,
Bro.
I'm here, bro. I used to
I
be
bet
like,
you-
you know, like life is good right now.
I bet you this bitch is donating to Bernie Sanders right now.
Oh,
like this bitch donates to
that
Bernie
would be
Sanders, to
beautiful.
Bernie Sanders on the low. She's
That
like,
would
I
be
don't want to
beautiful.
do
What
this
if he's into
anymore.
that? What if he's into that? What's
Oh
like,
yeah,
that's like a
yeah,
fetish.
baby, that's right.
Yeah, donate
Oh yeah,
to
donate to
comedy.
Sanders, baby.
Oh,
I'll get it back
insane.
eventually.
That's wicked.
You know what I mean?
That's fucking wicked.
Make
He
America
looks
great
like he has
again.
some weird ass fetish. The man's fucking orange, bro.
He's got to
Like,
have some weird
Actually,
fetishes.
though, like the man,
No,
is,
but
he
he
doesn't
must.
even like tan in a bed. The man spray tan. Like who the
You know,
fuck
there's no
spray
time
tans,
to tan
fam,
in a bed. Do you think that guy
2020,
is
dog? Like,
No, no,
what are you
no.
doing? Spray painting your shit orange,
It's all
fam.
jacked on
No,
Adderall.
you're right about that. Like he must have some weird fetishes. Cause
You
you
know
have to
what I'm
understand,
saying, dog?
the guy
You gotta
has
stand
been
there
fucking.
naked, and they spray you with this fucking like paint, man.
Bro,
They
straight up. No, this guy hangs out with too many supermodels. Like, if you've been
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
nines your whole life, you need something else to excite you. Like, you gotta
Yeah.
get into bondage. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, right now, we fucking like sixes. Like, if you fuck a 7, you're like, ooh, it's a good day in the market. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But like, if
Yep.
you fucking nines, like this guy used to hold Miss Universe pageants.
Yeah,
This guy's hitting
Half of those
9.9,
bitches
bro.
were definitely sucking dick before to get into that pageant. Like, yeah, baby, don't worry.
Who knows?
You know what I mean? It's gonna change your modeling career. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. You know what I mean? So if you fucking those kind of girls, bro, you're gonna need something else. You're gonna need to move up.
Yo, you know what
that's when you
sucks?
start,
Yo,
you know?
I'm gonna sidetrack on this topic. Ever fucked like a dime thing that was just bad at sex, man? Like, ever fuck with a
They're called
you know?
starfishes.
You know what I'm
They're-
saying,
they're-
bro?
they're-
It's
they're-
like you work so hard to get
Bro.
this girl, and then she just lays there, and you're giving it what you got. You know, you're bringing her that shish kebab. You know, you're laying that pipe, and she's just laying there. You're
Fatty, it sounds like you
"Well,
didn't ask for consent.
No. Those
No,
are called
man, I always
those are
do.
called starfishes. They are
I'm
protected
good,
species.
man.
They're like
I'm
Canada
good with
geese.
that
They're like
shit, man. I
Canada
don't play
geese.
that shit.
They're a protected species. Please let's not sully their good name by spreading our slanderous filth.
Do you know in female,
that is a-
starfish is just the fetal position.
Yeah, and that's why, honestly, to tell you the truth, no, it's true. Some of the best head that I've ever
A
had
bear
was
is
from fours
attacking
and
them.
threes.
They will freeze up.
Yo, man, I gotta tell you, man, I'm happy that this is happening right now. Like, me and you
Fucking
guys
right.
have been on this for a minute, you know.
You
But
already
people
got
like-
merch,
you know, these
man,
people
that's
don't really know,
wild.
like, don't
People
really
don't
know
even
who we
know
are,
what we're
what we
talking
do. Like, who are we, Robbie? Who are we, Johnny? Who are we?
We were brothers on a goddamn mission.
You know what I'm
We're
saying?
just like,
Like sometimes when you pursue a goal, life puts you on paths, you know, like a path, you know, man said
Yeah.
paths, you know
Like,
what
I'm
I'm
just
saying?
a guy that's been listening to too
Thank
much
you,
Gary
Fatty
Vee.
Robbins.
Yo.
Thank you, Fatty Robbins. Thank
Gary
you.
Vee's so angry all the time. Why is he so angry? Be like,
Because
I
it
fucking
has a
told
small
you
dick.
to
I
buy
said
that
it.
shit 2 years
said
ago, and now I'm fucking your
Who
mom.
garage sales on Saturday morning? You're not fucking. I'm sorry. Your wife is not having sex with you. To me, listen, I'm a
I'm
hardworking
going
man.
out because I gotta hustle.
The Saturday is the Sabbath. Okay, you understand? I call it sweet pussy Saturday. It's a ritual. I wake up in the morning, I get me a little piece of pussy, I eat some pancakes, and I watch an episode of Suits.
And when you're doing
It's
that,
called a
Gary
mental
Vee is
health
out
day.
there scamming 9-year-olds.
I know.
out of there.
So
Will you
angry.
take 5?
This guy goes up to the
It's
garage
20,
sale.
it's a
Man's
drink
like,
set.
it's $25. Man's like, yo, I
Who
have 13 cents, fam. 13 cents and a zigzag.
I want the guy who just follows him around with the camera.
They get
Bro, you know?
those guys
What
get
a
paid.
chill
Like, think
ass
of that, Think
job.
of the guy that follows Andrew Schultz around with cameras. Think about his whole squad.
He's a comedian, I
Yeah,
think. I
yeah.
think it's like a comedian
Bro,
on his
but,
squad
like,
that
that's
just does
a
like his
great way
filming.
to live. Like the life on road is good. Like, yo, for you guys don't know, we're comedians. We travel. You know, we were just in Ottawa the other day. And, like
Fucking
life
right.
on road's a good night, man. Like, you know, you go up there with your brothers and like, yo, life on road with comedians is amazing. Like, I love being around these guys. These guys
Don't
are
tell
always
my
on.
wife.
Beautiful. No, tell that, bro.
Tell my wife now. Listen, how many people are listening to this thing again, Pat? I don't know. I want to know because like, look,
We're
I wanna-
talking
I
millions,
want to put
bro.
some disclaimers
We're
before
talking
this gets a little
400 million people right now.
fucking right.
Like
buddy.
almost a quarter of Earth.
Currently, there's 0. That's where we need to start at.
Listening to us right now.
Comfortable with that.
Listen,
Get it all out
Yo,
now.
holy
You
fuck,
know?
this
Right.
guy's
No
listening
one's
to
gonna
us right
listen.
now.
To,
You know what?
no one listens to the first episode.
you know the funny thing is,
They
imagine,
will.
No one
imagine,
does.
imagine one of us loses a Netflix special because of something that you said
That you
today.
said on a
That kid
podcast?
just comes up and like, what? What are your views on the Jews? Like what? I
Why
can't
would you say
believe
that?
it.
I'm gonna have to censor myself. fam.
No,
Hi,
relax.
My name is
Listen.
Fadi. I'm a
Your
good guy,
white
very
voice
wholesome.
does not make you any less of a convict.
This is a video podcast. We
They
can
can
clearly
still hear
see.
the criminal record in your
Yes.
voice. They still can. They can tell. They can tell.
I could clean it up, guys. I could go to the Tim Hortons and get a double
No,
double.
it's still there. I still
It's still
hear it.
there.
It slips
trying
out.
to.
It's still there. A
That's the
little
problem.
rapey
I'm
too
trying
now.
too
It's
fucking
like,
hard.
Somehow
it's
turns.
like it got
in a
worse.
neighborhood
Nobody's raping
watch.
nobody.
It got
okay?
worse.
That shit
the
is not
second
cool.
time.
A little
Doesn't
bit
fly with anybody
too
in this room,
grabby.
man. Straight. All right, man. So life is amazing.
I thought you were leaving.
Yeah.
That was a very like abrupt. All right, man.
All right, man. I'm out.
It's like
Tapping
this guy
out.
just casually
Sorry, guys,
ends
yeah.
conversation without really ending them.
Yeah.
Be like, all right, that'll be the end of this.
It's like, man, Lauren,
Let's
I
move
have
on.
spoken.
Yeah,
I'm like,
exactly.
I'm gonna
I gotta
start
tell
saying
you,
that.
man, I love the fact that we live in Canada. Canada's a great place, man, because we.
Our prime minister's a
Give it
pussy.
time. You just got
Weed
here.
is fucking legal. Like, remember back then we smoke and people would look down upon us like, oh, look at that pothead.
Dude, you just became
Dude, I
Canadian.
Don't say
missed
people
that.
now at the dispensary like, oh, I'm buying Bubble Kush. It's a sativa, you know, and I'm like, fucking hypocrite.
You know
I
what?
miss,
You know
I
what he
miss
reminds me
illegal
of?
weed.
You know what he? Oh,
It was
you know
my
what?
only street cred. But go with that. Go with that. first.
You know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of these new Raptors fans. You know what I mean? Like the guy
am
just
one of those
became
new guys,
the guy
bro.
just became Canadian
Kawhi, huh?
2 days ago, right?
I'm
You
going
know
to
what I
put it
mean?
out there. I got on the bandwagon
I have a cousin
at
of
the
mine.
playoffs, fam.
I have a cousin of mine who came to this country 2 weeks after the Raptors won the championship. And now he watches Raptors games is like, I think we're gonna take this game. I'm like, nigga, what do you mean we? Like, no.
Where were you for
weren't
rough
here
years, huh?
during the Chris Bosh years. We don't know you before Kawhi. You know what I'm
Do you
saying?
remember Vince
Do you
Carter?
remember Vince Carter, bro? Were you weed then?
That's a
know
very,
what I mean?
very accurate characteristic. I got on the bandwagon when they started
Just
winning. I'm
became
sorry.
They
Canadian.
were in the
I
habit
want to thank the
since
Raptors for
champion.
lining me up. Because every time there was a game on,
Champion.
it was easy to find something to do, hang out with some ladies. You call ladies, you want to watch the game? Girls are down. Every girl came to watch the game. And you know, that's a good time.
Hey, listen,
Okay,
brother.
but back to illegal weed.
Right.
That was literally my only street cred. If I was high on public transit, it felt so much more badass for someone to be like, "Oh my god, like he's stoned."
Stoned.
But now it's like you're being
What do
drunk.
you do
but now
for a
you're
living?
but now you're drunk in public. Nothing. That's why I need the illegal street cred.
Marijuana. It smells like marijuana.
Yeah, right. So much cooler. Trying to hide it.
Listen, man.
Eyes are red.
Let me
I
tell you
miss
something.
that.
Honestly, to me, first of all, the idea of paying taxes
Oh,
on
man.
weed, it goes against everything that I stand for. You know what I'm saying? Like I still buy
love
my
weed, though, man.
weed from
I
the
love weed.
It'd be
from-
great if the roads
I
got
still buy
better.
my weed from a dude, bro.
No, you must, you must, you must.
Because at the end, it's just more convenient. But dude comes to me. I don't want to go to the store.
No,
But once they get that shit on Amazon Prime, that's a game changer, you know?
Yeah, you have a
gonna be-
joke.
yeah,
You know, on Amazon Prime, you get the
Honestly-
box. You can get a zigzags, like grinder added to the box, you know? That should be like, oh, people who bought this also bought grinders. And you're like, oh, shit.
Well,
But see, Fatty-
Canadian Tire is selling spice grinders.
But Fatty,
Yeah.
But Fatty, let me ask you a question. Being Iranian,
I'm not
if
Iranian.
I'm
Sorry, bro.
sorry.
Robbie.
Being the enemy.
Get the fuck
No,
out
no,
of
no,
here. I am
okay.
not the enemy, Habibi. I am
kidding.
from
Relax.
Scarborough, Ontario,
No,
Canada.
no. Listen.
Being the Iranian
okay,
plants that
sorry,
you
sorry.
are in there.
I'm kidding. Okay. Like listen, but being an Arab man, if Amazon Prime uses a drone to deliver a package to your house, do you feel a little like? Do you see like?
there a little
do you shake or
PTSD?
is that a little?
Honestly,
Is that a little
I'm
drone
real with you, I'm real with you, I'm real with you, I'm real
PTSD?
with you.
Oh,
I'm
it's
gonna be real
Amazon.
with y'all, man. I've been here for like 17 years.
Hey man, listen.
You know? I don't know any different. I play it when people tell me, "Oh, you're Arabic. Oh, it's crazy back home." I'm like, "Yeah, it is." I have no fucking clue. I don't know what it's like back home.
You are a white guy with brown skin.
Yeah,
These guys are like, "Oh,
listen.
it's tough." I'm like, "I know, bro. The price of tomatoes is high." Eh? I know. That's why. That's the thing back home.
Look,
like in the Middle East, the price of tomatoes is the measurement of the economy, bro. If tomatoes are expensive, everybody's talking about the price of tomatoes. You know, like, what happened? What the fuck happened with the tomatoes? I don't understand the fucking problem.
It's a tomato-based economy.
Pay the extra 3 cents, fam. What's the problem?
Like the big tomato lobby.
Tomato lobby.
I'm telling you, man.
Big tomato, bro. Big tomato.
That was always like the problem.
Really
All my auntie would complain about
People
is the
are
price of
selling
fucking
their
tomatoes.
daughters
Every other
for
week she's like,
tomatoes.
I went to the market and tomatoes are up. She go, oh, tomatoes are down. Tomatoes. Like, what are you making with all these fucking tomatoes? All we eat is rice and fucking meat. Where are the fucking tomatoes? What are you
Make
making
sauce
with
and
the
sauce
fucking
to the
tomatoes?
I could see Fadi's dad walking home. He's like, "Oh my God, tomatoes are down. Invest. The market is up. Invest." Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
That is,
Yeah, man. No, man. That's the thing back home. Growing
listen,
up in the Middle East
Fadi,
is wild,
look,
man.
no, but like, hold on though. Look,
Bro,
I'm an immigrant
I've
myself.
seen a war, when I was a kid, eh? True story, bro.
none of
I
us
was
have
in Iraq
used an
when
outhouse
Iraq got
in
bombed
Hawaii.
back in like the 90s, man. I was like probably like 6 years old. And I remember this clearly. I remember this like it was fucking broad day.
I feel like you're trying to out-refugee me. You're like, you know what?
I'll refugee
Oh, you know what?
I just got my citizenship yesterday, Fabo.
The most.
Like, I'm literally 1 day into this. Like,
Being
24
that
fucking
I'm
hours.
white, I'm
Have
gonna
you
stay out of
ever
this
sold
conversation.
your real estate based on the prices of tomatoes? Yeah, you haven't suffered.
Have you ever fucked a goat?
No. Okay, listen. People fuck.
I'll tell you the
Are we
worst.
talking goat sex,
I'll go
guys?
fuck goats in
How far are we
Grimsby.
taking
I know
this shit?
this.
I'll tell you
Right.
what my warfare was for a white suburban kid.
Dude, you're wearing a toque.
I had neighbors that were from Honduras, so naturally they didn't have computers right away when those came out. But we,
Notice that the guy said
Had a
naturally. They didn't. Naturally, obviously.
I'm just stating the
being
facts
the beasts
of
from
the times.
Honduras that they are.
I'm just stating the facts of like the 90s coming over here from another country. You don't have that much money. That's fair. That's fine. That makes sense. But we were already established here. So my dad bought a computer, and I remember looking up Nickelback lyrics, printing them out on a piece of paper, and then lying to the neighbors that I wrote this song. And my proof was that I had the lyrics printed on the paper. And they believed it for like 20 years.
Bro. Yo, listen, Johnny Rogers, tuck in your white privilege. It's showing. Your white privilege is showing. Are you kidding me? How impressed were they? We're like, I can't believe
They
it.
were
Yo, I got a
unbelievably
similar
mind blown. It was
thing.
insane.
So one time I got hustled. Me and my next one got hustled. It's a long story, but this guy told us he won the lottery, bro. This guy told us he won the lottery the morning of the draw. Like
You
the
guys
morning
robbed him?
of the fucking draw. That was the plan.
Wow.
Take this, yeah, it was. Take this in though. So fucking guy shows up, gives us a fucking ticket. It's crumpled up to shit. But we opened it, read the numbers are there. The numbers, me and my boy, no word of a lie, robbed this fucking guy for the fucking ticket, slapped him up, fucking took the TTC down to the fucking office thing. And bro, the date, this guy cut off the date precisely. Like he cut a clear line, took the date off and crumpled up the ticket. And we were so fucking revved up, we didn't even think of fucking looking at the date of the fucking ticket, man. We walked in there, the guy's like, is this a fucking joke?
Fadi,
We're like, what do you mean, give us our money?
legit.
Like, I was gonna buy 17 Ferraris, bro. Like, give me a plan, man.
Fatty's a tougher guy to call your payroll manager at work to find out when you get paid so he can rob you when he knows you got a check.
Nah, man.
It's like,
Listen. Guys, we're talking years ago, man. And
It's
like,
like,
me and my
I'm not
and the
that
funny
guy.
part is, I didn't think I can do this story.
This was 2018. Come on. Who did not do crazy shit in
Fatty
the
does
Obama
not
years, huh?
endorse any
It
violence,
was the Obama years, bro.
any gang
The
shit. I'm not
economy
into
was
any of
bad.
that. I don't endorse any violence, guys. Peace is in my heart.
Nah.
That's what I do. I bring peace. I give to give. Peace is what I do.
Fatty, nobody's gonna take your citizenship away. Relax.
Don't worry.
Relax.
You're locked in.
Relax, bro. Like, this guy like, no. I'm not that kind of one. No. Please, no.
Bro.
Please, no.
I almost got deported. 4 years ago. I got a letter from CBSA telling me to 60 days to leave the country.
God
And I got a lawyer.
days.
And I went to the lawyer with my shorty at the time, my ex. And the lawyer is like, yo, we got to fight this. Cost me $3,500 to fight this. I had to pay for her to fill out one form. And then, like, plan B was to get married to this fucking thing. I'm like, yo,
Hey, man, at least you had a
and the
little piece of
lawyer
pussy to
backed
save
it
you.
At
up.
least you had
The lawyer fully
$3,500.
said it. The lawyer fully said, if this doesn't work, like, get married. And I looked over at the girl. She was like, yeah, I'll do it. And I was just like, fucking
See,
A,
listen, hold on. No.
Fucking A.
An important
Fucking
lesson
A.
must be put across right here.
I gotta tell you, man, there's no scarier feeling than coming home.
Fadi, what you just told me right there just inspired me. It made me an inspired man. Because let me tell you something. It shows you the difference between good and great dick. See, good dick
That's what I.
will
that's
make your
what I
girl
was
come home
thinking.
on time, right? No, hold on. Let me land this
Hit
point.
that hack, yeah.
Right? Good dick will make your girl come home on time. She'll clean here and there. But great dick is the type of shit to get you pulled over with a kilo of cocaine in your trunk and your girl's like, you know what, baby, tell him it's mine. Because I'm on my third strike. See, that's the kind of dick
All right, guys,
that gets
that's
you
my
to stay in
time.
Canada. For real. No. I am glad.
gone.
No, as my friend, I'm proud of you that you swing that kind of dick.
Yeah, bro.
That is the kind of dick that'll make sure
all
you'll
I have
never
is
be
my
homeless.
word and my balls.
You will
okay?
never
and
be
I don't break them for no one.
Fatty, listen. If you wake up in the morning and you feel a little depressed, always remember, you will never be homeless.
Yeah, bro.
As long as you got that dick
Bro,
and
I
you're throwing
never
it around, you will
Yeah.
never be homeless. You know how freeing that is? Like when you walk past homeless people, you're like,
Bro.
you small dick niggas.
Tiny.
Speaking
You
of that,
really?
yo, there's a
really?
comic-
There's no fat white bitches y'all can move in
Bro.
with? Like, really?
Yo, there's a
All these
yo,
y'all
I have
bitches
a
with
funny
houses,
joke about. There's a comic.
know?
He's actually on the show Friday. His name is I think it's Cadet. And yo, he's sick with this joke that he does about how white people are homeless with a girl and a dog.
Oh, yeah,
It's like,
I know
how the
that.
fuck are you homeless with
Yeah.
a girlfriend and
That's
a fucking
brilliant.
dog? You know, so you can never do that.
If he
with a
perfected the
black
tags
woman,
on that-
you know, black woman be like, yo, move. She's moving back to her mom's house. She's leaving your broke ass.
No, you know what, though?
And like, why do you have a dog? Are you getting comfortable being homeless?
I know the joke that he's talking about, and it's,
Yeah.
like I've heard him, and it's
think
a
it's a
brilliant
great
joke.
comic,
I've
man.
always thought about this tag whenever he does it, where he talks about like, you know, like how can you be homeless with a dog? So my tag is like, yo, it's a domestic animal. Don't you need a domicile to domesticate an animal? Like, isn't that a
This
prerequisite?
guy took it to
To own it, like it's a domestic animal, but you don't have a
start-
domicile.
This guy took that
Does
shit.
it start
You
getting
know what I'm
wild after a
saying?
little bit?
Are you
another city.
human
He took that shit to
sarcasm?
Montreal,
Is that
man.
what you are?
He
you
took
are
that
human.
shit to Montreal.
You know what I mean? You're a human sarcasm. You are an innuendo, sir. That is what you are. You are an human innuendo.
A human
That's what's up.
You know what I mean? Like you are what you are, but you really aren't at the same time.
God.
You know what I mean?
Right, baby.
Like you shouldn't own a pet before you have like a roof and the car. Like, I know I sound insensitive, but I just,
You know what I was watching today was you guys ever watch Shark Tank?
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my god! So it was
Fucking
on
love that
Netflix,
show,
and I put it
man.
on, and I was. It just made me think. I was like, oh wow! Like the reason why Rome crumbled was because they got to so much success that they just basically like sat around in silk and like did philosophy
Yeah,
and came up
yeah,
with
did fuck
morals
all,
and thought
yeah.
and shit. And then I look at this show, Shark Tank, and I'm like. It's just a bunch of billionaires sitting in a row, like
Yeah.
listening to people pitch
Yeah.
ideas.
Yeah.
Like,
But honestly, those guys, I
So
gotta
I
tell you,
got
those guys are
this
some of the hardest
idea.
working guys. Because like, if you look at their schedule, look at a guy like Mark Cuban.
Yeah.
This
I'm just
guy's
saying it's
life,
insane that
It
this
is.
exists.
It's nuts. It's fucking nuts.
Like,
And
wow.
It's one of the best. Like, bro, if you have a business and you get on the Shark Tank, you'll do great. If your business
Yeah,
is legit,
I'm not
and if it's
denying that
it-
you won't
you know?
do
I
amazing. I
actually
just think
tried-
it's insane that we're at that point in
Yeah.
our culture
Yeah, oh yeah.
where
Oh yeah,
we're
that's
so
wild.
comfortable that we're just
you
like
guys want to know something?
pitching these
Yeah.
wild
Yeah.
ideas.
No, but like, no,
And people
they-
come
I
on
think
there
it's
with the
scary.
wildest
Yeah.
shit, you know?
I try to get on. I lived in Ottawa at that time, and I had this idea of this
You want
like
to get on Dragon's Den, you're saying?
yeah, no, it was
Yeah,
Dragons Den. Yeah,
yeah,
it was
yeah,
Dragons Den. It was not
before
Shark Tank. It was
Dragon's
Dragons
Den.
Den.
That's like the Canadian version.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
sir. Oh,
but like
Canada,
I had this idea of this business where people will get to advertise on people's cars. So let's say, for example, you have a piece of shit car. You want to get a new one, but you can't get a fucking loan.
Yeah.
Right? I want to, let's say, for example, I have a restaurant that opens on this block. I cannot
Yeah,
buy
yeah,
a
sure.
billboard, but if I have 10 cars that drive by here, we might, you know what I mean? Like if you drive
Yeah.
behind a car and you
Yeah.
look like you
Yeah.
always read.
Yo, you know what?
yeah,
what's on
What
the, you know what I
idea
mean?
my fucking dad
So I tried to
has?
pitch it, but I didn't even get through. I didn't get through to even like, you know what I'm saying? I went and I just like pitched the producers, and then they kind of looked at me. They're like, "Okay, we will call you." And then I never, you know what I mean?
Like
Oh,
fucking.
well, the
But I
local
will
you.
remind them the
Bro, like 10 years ago, my dad had the idea to lock the organic bin of the garbage bin in houses because the raccoons always attacked them and would wake up and it's like garbage is torn up all across the driveway in the snow. It's disgusting. So he came up with the idea to lock the lid, you know? But he's like, oh, it's with the government. It's never going to work. Like, we didn't really have money to put into it. So he never pursued it. 5 years later, they came out with it, bro. The government came out with it. And now all the organic bins now have locks on them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Locks on them, man.
Yo, I bet you Fadi's dad is one of those guys that goes to the bar and he's like,
No, man, bro.
Yeah, you know what? Do you
My daddy,
do you
compost.
do you lock your compost, buddy?
Nope, don't even go there, bro.
Yeah.
My dad is a fucking OG, man. I love you, Pops.
Yeah.
I put this guy through hell.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I put this guy through some fucked up shit. Okay? And me and him, like, we are so close right now. We're so tight.
That's
you know?
amazing.
Yeah, man. Because, like, yo, my dad, that's my guy.
I have an
guy.
unhealthy relationship with my dad because I lost my virginity to a woman he fucked.
Whoa.
That's so true. I'm admitting to that. Like, it's in my book.
Your mom?
Sons of Monarchy. No, not my mom, you piece of shit. What's wrong with you, Johnny Rogers? What's wrong? This is a family show. This is a family show, Johnny Rogers. God damn it. You know what, Johnny Rogers? This is a tough something to come out on air. And I did it with confidence
Come
and
on, your mom
self-respect for
jokes
myself.
always work.
You know what? Look.
God.
All right, guys.
I'm a cousin fucker. No, like I won't go as far. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'll fuck the cousin. I'll dabble.
I have a weird thing.
Not like a first degree.
I think I'm going to be a weird dad because one, I'm dating a Filipino woman, and I lived.
Whoa.
Yo, my
No,
dad,
listen, hear me out, hear me out, hear me out, hear me out.
She tight.
I lived with her parents for so long, and I actually got more advice from her dad because he didn't have stake. I'm not his child, so he doesn't have stake in me.
But
he
you're
just
fucking
opens
his
up-
daughter. You're coming
No, but I
inside
mean,
of
like, when I have kids, I feel like I'm gonna be like your like typical Asian dad. I'm gonna be like a stereotypical Asian dad that's white. Like I'm gonna put them in fucking violin lessons. I'm gonna make
That's
sure
culture
they're a doctor.
appropriation. I'm sorry. No,
I'm
no,
gonna
no.
appropriate
That's
the fuck out of-
culture appropriation.
Hey,
Listen,
they're
finest.
kicking them out of
Listen, at its
Harvard. They must be
absolute
doing
finest.
something right.
No, your kids have a different destiny. You
I'm
know
gonna
what
be
I'm
an
saying?
Asian dad. And that's what I'm gonna be.
No. Your daughter has to lose her virginity at 16, like all white girls, behind the bleachers at her high school. Don't be trying to put this little bitch into piano classes and shit. You know what I'm saying? You're
Yeah,
not Asian.
I don't know what fucking Filipinos you met. They're not
Exactly.
going to Harvard.
Yeah, bro. My stepmom Filipino, man. And they're
I'll hook her
Filipinos
up
are
with a
great
job
fucking
at Tim
people.
Hortons.
Filipinos are great fucking people. I love my stepmom, man. They feed you. That's what they do.
Oh, fuck.
"Pati,
No, your
pati,
stepmom-
I dated a
hungry,
Filipino
pati."
girl. She beat the shit out of me.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Fiery
Your stepmom
Spanish
is good
side,
people. It
right?
doesn't mean like all Filipinos are like.
That fiery
Yeah, most
Spanish
Filipinos I
side.
met are good,
Oh,
man.
man.
They just got good food, big parties, and karaoke, fam. It's
Yeah,
lit.
no, good
it's a
people.
good time,
Good
The
guys.
people roll with
karaoke
good
is
Man's
people.
always
imagine
lit.
singing Billie Jean. I was like, Billie Jean is not mine.
Yeah, they have the craziest voices. You ever hear that guy? Oh man.
Going in, yo.
There's this Filipino guy that goes back and forth between the female voice and the male voice.
Yeah.
It's fucking
Yeah.
insane.
I would like to acknowledge though how Fadi just victim shamed Pat when he came out that he was a victim of like, you know what I'm saying? No,
He was a victim of
he was a
domestic
victim of like
abuse.
domestic abuse, and you were like, no, all Filipinos are great. I don't believe it.
I can't disagree with
I
anything
don't-
else he said, though.
I
The food
don't-
is
yeah,
the shit.
Yeah. The food's
so-
amazing.
That for that part, if I
Other than that, like,
apologize, bro, but I'm
fucking-
just saying,
what's that
No,
thing?
no,
the
no, that's a joke.
Longanisa,
That's a joke.
the
There's, like,
Longanisa
embryo.
and tapa is the best shit I've ever had in
What's
my
that
fucking
like
life. Okay?
embryo
I
that they
eat that
eat?
shit like it's my last meal, bro.
Are you
Embryo?
talking about the eggs with the
There's like
That's
it's
the,
basically a chicken that's half
Filipino
developed.
Yeah,
breakfast
yeah,
special,
yeah. It's like
Fresh
half
Fresh
a
Cafe,
chicken. Oh.
520 Ellesmere Road.
what were you pitching while I was talking
I
about
know.
the chicken egg?
Shameless
I'm
plug
saying-
for a little business thing, you know.
I think we need some sort of talking stick out here.
I think-
everybody's out of hand now.
We're talking over each other. You guys
That's,
gotta.
that's, you know what I'm saying? That's how you alienate our evangelical. Shout out to the evangelicals.
We got a point like
You know
we're
what
in
I'm saying?
volleyball.
Honestly, like I'm just trying to fuck some
Mike?
girls. No. Like I like
Robbie's
girl-
always trying to get laid.
I like girls that recycle. In all
Robbie?
honesty, I'm a sucker for bitches that recycle. It's true, and that's why I'm an environmentalist. I feel like I bring a little bit of joy in them.
Forward the
and
pussy.
Listen, man. Look, everybody got to win a little bit. Everybody got to win a little bit. It's the only way. It's the only way that life
For-
is fair. You know.
For the vagina.
Yeah, no, why would you say that I'm always trying to?
Yo, you guys, bro. Honestly, I'm just messing with you, bro.
No. I wanted you to elaborate because I think you just said that I have a problem.
No, I'm not saying you have a problem. I'm not saying you have a problem. But it always comes back to the pussy. We'll be like, yeah, man. So where you guys want to go? You know what the pussy's saying? It's like, what
Doesn't everything don't still come back to the pussy?
He's already gripping the escort money.
No. I know.
Yo, but like when we about to bounce.
Yo, listen. I'm not gonna tell some stories, but I remember certain gentlemen in Ottawa that was a little bit more answer than everybody else. This nigga's like, well, hold on now, big fella. Hold on now. This is a family show. This is a family show. We ain't gonna do this. My family listening. That's who listening. It's right. It's
that's the only
show.
People that's listening.
My family listening. That's why I told you. My Filipino stepmom. My Filipino stepmom is
mark this in as a cutout point.
She sent Pat a pamphlet. She sent Pat a pamphlet about shelters for women, for men battered by Filipino women. There's special shelters for them. You know what I mean?
Man.
You know, that's goddamn amazing.
Dude, Ottawa was a good time.
Ottawa was a good time.
Except for like as soon as we show up, I don't want to talk shit, but as soon as
safe space.
You started
Just so you know, the show you just drove 4.5 hours to come to is a safe space. You could have fucking told me this 4 weeks ago.
I'll make it as safe as I possibly can.
No, look, in all honesty,
I
like,
remember Robbie's like, not tonight, it's not.
Honestly, like, I get nervous every time I walk into a room and there's a lot of like white people with multicolored hair. Yeah. Like, I'm like purple does not belong on humans. Wait a minute.
You tore that room the fuck up, though, man.
Like, I'm just
you brought your A game
except
to
for
that room,
the abortion joke.
Oh.
Yo, no, that abortion joke is fucking brilliant. I'm sorry.
It is.
It's a brilliant fucking joke.
It is.
And I'm going to keep telling it until it lands.
I'm not going to lie.
No, you know what? You know what it is?
Their jaws hit the table.
No, you know what happened is like I didn't set it up properly. Because usually the way it goes is like, I go from so like, you know, like a pussy eating Grim Reaper, and then you know what I mean?
Of course, yeah.
And then I'm talking about like how not all pussy is, because the tag is, not all pussy is FDA approved for human consumption. Some of you ladies are sitting on dog food and you don't even know it. You know what I mean? So that's when I go into, like, for example, as a ground rule, I don't go down on women that have had more than 2 abortions. That's how you start hearing voices in your head, which is true. You know what I mean? The joke is fucking brilliant. It's a brilliant fucking bit. And the build-up, everything. Like, it just, the whole thing fucking connects. The problem was, it's too many allies. There was too many allies in the room.
You can feel the air get sucked out of the room.
Bro, there's a lot of people.
You can literally hear a pin drop in the background.
Look, man, no, these are the same people.
They're sipping their fucking lattes.
They all work for the fucking government, too.
Yeah.
Bro, they were shocked and stunned, but they knew what was gonna happen the minute Robbie touched the mic.
I opened soft too.
Goes in heavy, man. And he just like he gives you his best from top to bottom every single time. And that's the thing, man. Like, if you're not ready for a game, you shouldn't have showed up in the first place, baby.
I opened even like because I'm hosting, and I even opened by just calling them the most boring city.
Yeah. No, but like that's.
And they were still offended, but they were
alienating your audience.
I was testing their level of offended.
No wonder they were pissed when I got up. God damn it, Johnny Rogers. That's why. Yeah. You out here calling. Like, listen, man. Look.
I'm not like a
trying to alienate, like,
poking the room.
No, but it's okay to alienate the room. But it's how. It's not about. Comedy is never about what you say. It's how you say it.
How you say it, exactly.
What you say doesn't fucking matter. Everybody thinks what you like. If it's funny, it's because people are thinking it.
Yeah.
But how you say it, how you voice it, how you fucking just dissect it and put it together is what makes something funny. So yes, you could have went there and be like, you know what, all you motherfuckers have been garnishing my wages, goddammit. I came here to Ottawa to commit some mass murder. You know what I'm saying? That shit is fucking hilarious because half of them work for the fucking CRA.
Yeah.
But you also just told them that you murdered them all at the same time. Jesus. You know what I'm saying? So that's comedy. Right?
Yeah, dude,
so
the way you deliver your jokes is fucking amazing, man. Like, you're one guy, like, I love to watch on stage. Since, like, the day I met this guy, it's been like, yo, every time I see this guy perform. Remember the one time we did a show at Vapor Central, right? And it was a long show. This guy killed it. Then the headliner, Quincy Martin, one of the best comics in the city, goes up, slays. Shout out to Quinn. This guy slayed like 40 minutes of just slaughter. And then this guy talks to the host, Robbie talks to the host, goes back up after the headline. I've never seen anybody do this. And he brings the next 40 minutes of fucking slaughter. We're like, we just watched like a Netflix-worthy like hour and a half of fucking fire,
bro.
For like I was there for free, and they paid like $10 to get in to watch the whole show. That was
honestly though, like you know what happened
gorgeous,
is my ex was right in the front row. I didn't even know that. And she was there with a new dude.
Oh, I forgot
she was there with a new
that.
dude. I'm like, ooh.
This guy comes off stage. He's like, yo, my ex is sitting right in the fucking front row,
right then and there. I'm like, you know what? I wonder how she can see my dick from this angle so she can remember. And I saw her looking. I saw her looking because my dick just twitches a little bit whenever somebody makes eye contact with it. That shit was going off the fucking racks. It's like I was sending a telegram the whole time.
Yeah, it's like 110, 110.
110 was Morse code, nigga. SOS. SOS. Suck. Oh, suck.
Jesus
You know what I mean?
Mr.
That's what was
Hollywood
going
in the
on. You know what I
flesh.
mean? So, but like, yo, dog. You know what though? Like, listen, it's interesting. Have you ever seen your ex with a new man and you just kind of like, you know, because that was just me stunning.
Depends
the fuck
on
out.
who the man is, man. Like, have you ever seen your girl with a guy and you're like, yeah, figures, I'm a waste man too, you know? He's a waste man too.
You know?
Like, yo, waste belongs to waste sometimes, man. I'm sorry to say that, but yo, ladies, like, you've all dealt with shitty people. There's guys out there that are good guys that genuinely put in the work and they get
But,
fucked over too.
sometimes there's those times
It's
where
the same feeling, you know?
But you know those rebound dudes are when she's just trying to make you jealous. Like you never had your girl, cause you're not swinging great dick until you break up with the girl and she picks up trash. Like she's just like, I just want him to see me with somebody. She start putting pictures like online, just like barely kissing the corner of his lip. I'm like, bitch, please, you know, like I see through your shenanigans. You stop it.
I could slide in those DMs right now.
Right now, bitch, you miss me. I can see it in your eyes, bitch. You miss me. The way you kiss that nigga, you thinking about me. You're thinking about me. I can see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Like, I don't know, man. With girls, it's messed up because, like, yo, I found a good girl, you know. She's a good girl and shit, but, like, she takes care of me. But, like, you know, for a while there when I was single, man, like, single life is up and down. Like, you have good times, bad times, you know. But, yo, there's nothing worse than being in a shit relationship. Like, you wake up and you just can't stand the person in bed with you. Like, I know this got depressing real fast, didn't it?
No,
Because y'all know what I'm talking about. You wake up, you look over and you're like, I hate my fucking life. You know, there's no better feeling waking up next to somebody and you turn around and you just kiss her, you know? Or him, whatever your thing is, you know? Like, that's cool.
I'm lucky, though, because, see, let me tell you something, man. Like, listen, I'm having a kid in a couple months, in like April 10th. April 10th. I'm out here having a baby.
You gotta have a little Hollywood running around.
Listen,
oh my God.
Yo,
Hollywood's gonna
on God, like listen,
Bernie Sanders.
That was my bitch. You know what I mean? A little communist little bitch.
Che Guevara.
You know what I'm saying?
This guy's gonna come on just kill
I'm gonna get her a Che Guevara onesie.
This bitch never wants Barbie. She just wants AKs as toys since she was 3. She's like, people let her on the show.
Nah, she just wants to share toys. You give her a Barbie, she splits it into 8 pieces and shares it.
That's
the
big,
neighborhood.
Congratulations, bro.
No, but like for real though, like I guess we were talking about like, you know, waking up to a girl that you don't like. Like, let me tell you something, man. A motherfucker will bust into ugly bitches a million times, like into pretty bitches like a million times, and then you bust into the wrong bitch one time, and you got an ugly baby mama for life. That was always my biggest fear. I'm like, what? Like sometimes, like
from that
you know
one
when a girl,
episode,
you know when you're fucking at a girl, it's like, oh baby, just take it, just let it out, and you're like, ooh, bitch, I need to see your credit report. You just pull out right away. Like I lose my shit. I don't even pull out. I'm like, bitch, your old and paid off. Like, you know what I mean? I can't have a kid with you.
Yeah,
you crazy? You know what I mean? Like, yo, bro, oh man, you never like, dog, like, you never had it. I get anxiety. I used to get anxiety when girls would tell me to come inside of me. I'll get anxiety. I'm like, you have no insurance on your car. I can't. Like, you know what I mean?
You say that as you're pulling out.
Yeah, I know, because I'm like, I want it so bad. No, I can't. I can't have a child with you. You're responsible.
With that being said, man, condoms fucking suck, bro.
Yo,
like, I'm sorry, man, but like condoms are fucking shit. There's got to be a better way. Like technology, like we could send a man
what
to
are those
fucking
things?
Mars,
IUD, bro.
and we're just sitting here talking about condoms, bro.
IUD.
Yeah, but like.
No, but like no. But see, like
for a man.
no,
bro.
but that shit
For a
doesn't
man.
protect you from ST. Like yo,
For a
have you,
man, this
have
is
you
a
ever,
man's world, bro. You
Listen,
don't need to protect shit.
have you ever given your girl chlamydia?
No, I'm saying
let me
like
tell you
birth
something.
control.
Have you ever gotten?
Yo, our only other birth control option is getting our fucking ball snipped, man. Like, there's nothing
No,
in
no,
between condoms.
There's no fun in that.
Cutting off your fucking ball shit, bro. Like your whatever they do down there, vasectomy. Those are the two options. There's no pill. What the fuck?
I think they're working on a male birth
Yo,
control.
you telling me,
actually.
bro?
But I don't
This
think.
is
I think my thing with condoms is
Drink
like
more soy.
you know, like
And they know how to reach the dick. They got pills that can get you hard, so they know how to reach the
That
dick.
is true stuff.
Why
They
don't
know
you
how to
go
reach
They
it.
down
did that
there?
by accident, though. Actually, they were trying
Yeah,
to
yeah,
invent like
even
an
though they got it by
Advil or like a
accident now,
Tylenol,
even-
and then
yeah.
it made them
Yeah,
erect.
yeah,
so they're
yeah,
like,
yeah. That's a
"Fuck, how do
great
we
fucking
sell
accident.
this?"
Yeah.
Do you know what they made
Easy.
up erectile dysfunction
Yeah, yeah,
to
yeah.
sell this drug?
No, but like how did they
Yeah.
know? So it was
So
a
it's not
guy.
a real
It was
thing?
a guy with a
It
limp
was
dick.
it was a commercial company that made this. They went so this medical company was creating.
Erectile dysfunction is just fucking propaganda from
Yeah.
ugly
There
bitches.
you go. So here's what happened. Here's what
Never
happened.
happens.
It never happens. This prescription company.
That is a pro coke dick, but like
Listen.
advocate.
Coke
His
dick is
like,
prescription
fucking
company-
Next level.
This
like-
prescription company is trying to create the next Advil or Tylenol or something.
Pfizer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the guy just gets erect. Like they just realize that they can use it for that.
No, but like, was it a
So then they-
surprising boner? Because if I get a boner, right, and I'm walking outside, I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, it's because of it. Like he must have had a limb,
But
a serious
dude,
limb
they're in
dick
a
problem.
lab. They're in a lab, so they're just going over all of the results of what happens when you take this pill,
It's
right?
30 guys who all had shit like hooked up
Oh,
to
yeah,
their
okay, okay.
heart,
Right.
and then
So-
they also said, "I have a boner as well, nurse."
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
all
and they
in
had
like the
They had
notes.
the boner off for
And they go to
4
a PR
hours, you
team.
know?
They go to a PR team and they say, "This is what we've got,"
Yeah.
and they come up with the idea of erectile
Bro, but think of
dysfunction.
the first guy that's seen it. Like, the guy that's seen it on paper was like, holy shit, we are gonna make billions.
Oh my god.
Like, that guy must have seen it
We're
and been
selling
like,
dicks,
yo,
boys.
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
nuts. But he
Oh,
goes to the
man.
boss, and the boss is like, yo, send me 3, bro. Let me run a quick
try
test
those.
on those.
He would be giving a fucking angry boss, like, we wasted all this money researching this thing. It's like
Yeah.
useless. We
Yeah.
can't get it to do what he wants. And then
Yeah.
some guy just says like, "Dick pill."
Yeah.
That-
Yeah,
it's
like,
such a
yeah.
multi-billion-dollar
Yeah.
thing.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
as soon as
Yeah.
the
Like,
patent
that
went,
was the light that went up over their head, like an actual light bulb lit up over the man's head when he saw the paper, bro.
as soon as the
Like-
patent expired, every drug company now
Yeah.
makes their
Yeah.
own
Yeah,
version.
yeah,
of it.
yeah.
It's one of the most
Yeah.
valuable kind
Oh,
of
man.
Yeah.
patents.
Unreal.
Beautiful.
No, but it's
Fuck.
because it's
Hey,
it's
that
from
just
the
says
world.
to me, like, bro, like one day every man's dick will turn off, you know, and you can turn it back on real quick. You know, you can do the little, you know, like gas up.
With
you
that
know?
level of confidence,
No,
it's the
because-
propaganda.
it's the propaganda.
It's the
But, yo,
goddamn
at some point,
Chinese.
It's a,
I will
it's a
be
medical
dick strong
fact.
until
it's
I
a medical
die.
fact that
Dick
at some
strong
point
till I
every
die.
man
Bro.
gets too old to get hard. It's a fact. It's a medical
I feel like
fact.
my dick.
And
My
you could
dick.
just take a pill,
Like,
and
my-
you're still fucking at 65. You're still walking around with a fucking boner. Fucking insane, man.
I feel like my dick is the last limb I'm willing to lose. Like if I had to choose between parts of my body getting carved off, I feel like my dick is the last
guy
limb.
will crawl. Just a head and a dick, just
Dog.
and a torso
You
just
know,
crawling.
Like I'm out here
Crawling
doing
up to the
I'm out
pussy.
here doing like army chins.
He's
You know what army
gonna,
chins
like,
are?
he's just gonna like do like a little belly hop right into the dick. No
Straight
arms, no
up.
legs, and just
I'm like, oh, that's about it.
God.
Like I'm willing to lose a jaw. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I would like, you know, like squeeze my food in my hand and just toss it down. Like I'm willing not to
As long
chew.
as I can be
I-
serviced.
I'm willing to stop chewing before I stop fucking. Like, you know what I mean?
Honestly, man, like
That's,
sex is amazing, but yo, one thing about like sex can get you in trouble, man. Like sex can get you in a lot of trouble, right?
shit.
Cause like just like they say, the pussy's too good, you start doing crazy shit. You know, they got good mans are showing up at the girl's job with like a fucking pickaxe and shit. It's like, what's his name? You know, what's his name? But yo, good dick will do the same shit to you. You hit the girl with the full dick. Yo,
Honestly, like I was
Your car's getting beat up, bro.
Hold
This
on,
girl's
like-
gonna come and mash up your windows, slash your tires.
I was telling Andy earlier that the biggest
Trouble.
scam ever perpetrated in the history of humanity is the fact that women convinced us that we like sex more than they do. You know what I'm saying? I've had a bitch squirt on my curtains. Like I had to go to Bed Bath and Beyond
bro.
to get. Hold on. Let me land this. I had to go to Bed Bath and Beyond to get new curtains This bitch came 6 times calling me God the whole time, and then she's like, I feel like you're using me for sex. Like, bitch, like, I'm using you. Like, I came once. You came 6 times. Economically, those numbers don't make sense. Those stats,
That
you won
sex
at this.
cost me money.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to go get new curtains.
I had to go to the Beyond section.
Man
You know what I'm
had to
saying?
go to IKEA one time and get a whole new thing.
But I'm using you, bitch. Like, I came once, and I don't want to make eye contact with you anymore. That's okay. That's fine.
So
But
when me and
for
my ex
fuck's sakes.
broke up, and before I met the girl I'm with now, we had a party at my old place, and my boy brought over this thing, and like, yo, this girl like squirted on the floor. And I was like, yo,
in the kitchen,
in
like,
the
what?
fucking
You
living
gotta
room,
give this a little
in
bit
the
of a-
living room, man, a wooden fucking floor. And I made her go get a mop and fucking mop it. I was fucking cheesed.
You didn't
Like,
slide across it in your bare
Bro,
feet, yo.
no, man. I came up and I was like, I wasn't even like, there was just a party
Slip
going on
and
at the
slide.
house. And like, I
Like
was
Tom
like doing the
Cruise.
whole thing with my next boys.
Did you call your roommates like,
And
guys,
then this guy,
just
this
squirt on
fucking
the
thing
floor."
squirts on the floor. And like, I was like, yo, you need to
like
mop
a
that
party
shit
trick?
up, bro. And you know, I had one of those mops that didn't even have one of those spindles. So it's like an old school bucket.
What the
So she had to like squeeze it with her hands after.
I mean, it's her.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
She just comes sliding in on the jizz.
Like, yo,
That
she
was
starts
beautiful.
to give a
Perfectly
slip and
timed.
slide. God
Oh,
damn.
man. I'm
I don't know, man. Like, listen.
Take those old curtains off.
Bruh. This is getting out of hand. In honesty, though, we would like to let every female, audience member. And
I'm
listener-
gonna
like,
come on them by myself.
Yo, did you guys watch? By the way, I want to bring that. So, did you guys watch? Okay, so did you guys ever watch that R.Kelly documentary, that Surviving R.Kelly? You guys watch that
No,
shit?
I refuse to
Have you seen
support
the second
pedophiles.
season?
Oh my God. Okay,
Two
let's
seasons.
let's get
He
into
wasn't
this shit
caught in
right
the
now.
first season.
I got some grievances that need to be aired immediately. Look, because because let me tell you what my problem is. Pat, did you watch the second season?
Yeah. I've seen almost all of it.
I've seen all. Okay, so I've seen all of them, first and second
Spoiler
season.
alert.
Me and my girlfriend argue about it, right? So Dave Chappelle has this great joke that says like, "Yo, how old is 15 really?" Right? Because see, here's the thing to me, right? So my girl, like, okay. So half of the victims, yes. Like, to me, what I think is, for that fucking the little girls and shit, yeah, you should do at least 5 to 10 for that. But there is these grown-ass bitches. These like, some of them are 24, 26, 30, and they're talking about, like, they're survivors. I'm sorry, bitch. Look.
Wait, is it-
So, no. Some of the stories are like, yo, I quit my great job in Atlanta, and I moved into R. Kelly's basement, and he made me shine his Snickers and suck his dick. I can't believe, like,
She was very badly raped, you see.
you know what? That's me not hosting the Oscars.
No,
Right there.
Yeah, that
That's
15
been
years from now,
our
this guy's gonna get me
This shit
too.
is gonna follow me. I'm getting me too. I'm getting me too tomorrow. But like, no, for real though. Like,
There's a bunch, and it's none of the kids. It's all a couple of the adult victims you have no sympathy
Bro.
for. They're basically just like stupid girls
Bro.
who had actually both of them, the one that are really annoying, could have made a shitload of money and be happy like the fucking crazy ones who are still happy.
No, but
and they're just like pouting now.
no, but you know what the story is? Here's how it happens. Okay, most of these girls weren't to get like some kind of record deal, because it's most of them are singers, right? They're like, okay, you know what? He told me
The
he
micro
was gonna
influencers.
mentor me, right?
No, it
Is
was like living at a recording
But yo,
studio and a
Right.
resort,
Right.
And you get what would be
But yo,
hundreds
honestly,
of thousands
bro,
of dollars
I
in
don't think
studio
it
time
was all
paid
that.
for.
There had to
Oh,
be
wow.
there had to be a few girls that really had it bad though. Man.
No.
Yeah,
no,
the,
know
some of
what
the
I'm saying?
kids, some of the kids were
Yeah,
literally
it
like
was
pawned off by
especially
their
the
relatives.
kids, man.
Yeah,
What do you
no,
mean,
but
man?
like, listen, look, he was not okay. let me just try to package this in a way that's not.
Yeah,
That's
let's-
gonna still make me gainfully employed.
Let's try
at some point.
not to talk over
Because-
each other.
No, but like my thing is we live in, because I was having this conversation with my girlfriend, right? So some of these girls are like Aaliyah, for example. You watch these videos, we were like, because I don't know, man. Like some of these 16, 17-year-old girls, bro, like you hear them talk, they're like, you know what? I love them. Some of these girls were staying for 9 years. The parents are knocking on R. Kelly's door incessantly. Little bitch won't come out. She's calling. She's like, no, I don't want to come. Please leave me alone. You know, sometimes you see a shadow of R. Kelly saying like, okay, hang up the phone. Jesus. You know what I'm saying? But to me, my thing is like, for these bitches that are like 25, 30, like, since when is it a crime to finesse a little pussy? Oh. That's when we gotta ask ourselves, when is, because these girls are talking about like, okay, you know what, I was at his concert, and then one of the members of his entourage approached me. And then he was like, R. Kelly wants to meet you. So my titties rose to the skies.
What?
I made my way backstage, okay? We talked like he was so easy to talk to. He was so easy, like it was like he could see in my soul. That's really what makes me a victim, because he could see through me.
Did she say this?
Yeah. Yo, bro, that's pretty much how it goes. I'm so, Pat, am I not?
Well, some of the ones in the first season are literally like their big beef was that that he told them that they were like the main side girl, but there was other side girls. So they're like, he's a liar.
Oh my
It's just like,
shit.
I
He
agree.
said
Like,
he wrote a song called "I Believe I Can Fly." He's a
hard.
fucking liar.
So breaking news, Pat. I don't know if you know Joycelyn, like those two last girls that were left. They were in that interview with Gayle King.
oh yeah.
Those two girls that were left. So yesterday, like somehow it ended up on my Instagram. They got into a fucking altercation in R. Kelly's fucking penthouse, and one of these bitches is now in jail. Somebody's about to talk. But you know what though? Tell me how when these girls are fighting, and I heard this, like I was watching the live on Instagram
feed.
as it was happening.
Oh, man.
This girl is like, I'm calling the cops. You violated the law because you had sex with a minor. So one of the girls is a minor. The other one was older, so because they had a threesome with R. Kelly, she's like, I'm gonna call the cops and I'm gonna tell them you had sex with a minor and you're going to jail. She's threatening.
Sex with a minor too, though, didn't she? They had a threesome.
No. So R. Kelly and the other girl obviously were older, but the one other girl was a minor when they started fucking.
You said they had a threesome.
Yeah, so they had a threesome.
So the girl is just as guilty as him.
No, but the girl was a minor though.
Too.
No,
she did on the kid.
Yeah, exactly.
She did on the kid.
But you're gonna threaten me with it though. You're gonna threaten me with it, bitch.
Netflix, bro. What the
We're the last two left. We're the last two R. Kelly bitches left. This is how you want us to go down, bitch. We were on Gayle King together, bitch.
Oh my.
We were on Gayle King together. We cried, bro.
Yeah.
Together.
That's brutal.
You know what I mean? And now she's threatening.
Up, man. That's insane. But you know what, man? To each their own. At the end of the day, look, if you can't take the heat, stay out the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Stay out the kitchen.
That's rapey.
That's rapey. What the fuck?
That's rapey.
That's not what I'm talking about.
That's
I'm
rapey.
talking about R. Kelly. I'm not talking about the fucking kids. I'm talking about R. Kelly, man. Like, he deserved, if that's what he did, he definitely deserved what he got.
Yeah, no, definitely. No.
There's no in between. Like, yo, look at a guy like fucking 6ix9ine, bro. Okay.
Oh wow.
This guy's everybody's like, oh my god, 6ix9ine is so bad. His life is ruined. Blah blah. This guy was gangbanging like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. He's out there waving guns and shit, like starting mad shit. Now he's in jail. Everyone's like, oh my god, he should snitch. Like those guys are assholes. That was his choice.
No, but like, what do you think is gonna happen with him when he comes out?
He's gonna blow up.
No, but how though? He's a rat, bro.
I wanted him to like just come
This
to
is 2020. Have you seen rap?
No, but what is he gonna?
In the past 3 years at least, this guy's gonna explode.
No, but let me tell you something. No, but see,
everyone's gonna be like, they're gonna make rap memes. No,
but
I ratted and I made 2 mil. What up? You know, like the face you make when you inform. You know,
but he is. I don't think he is that talented to be able to make such a pivot.
Got clout, man.
But see, here's the thing though. Like, there is as long as clout can sustain you. Because what is he gonna rap about every time? Because all his whole entire persona has been based on I'm a gangster. I'm a thug. I'm this. What is this guy gonna sing about now? Being a fucking vegan?
He's gotta go full
rap. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he can even rap about what happened to him. That's
he's not that deep. He doesn't got it like that.
This guy's gonna come out talk about how guys kidnapped him. He is gonna get a ghostwriter. He probably already has it written out already.
No, but it's not him. He's not gonna enjoy that.
Write it for him.
He's not. That's not him though.
Rappers are in jail. Like some guys are in jail or out rap anybody you've ever met, bro. I met one of those guys. This guy's like, hey, freestyle. I'm like, yeah, and I dropped my little shitty 1-2 bar. This guy gave me like the 25 minutes of Tupac. I was like, what the fuck? Where did that come from, bro? Shit. When you getting out? 40 years? Oh shit. Too bad, son. No one's gonna hear that shit.
Look up SoundCloud. Hopefully it's still a thing by then.
No one's gonna hear that shit. Sorry, bro.
No, but I don't think he's gonna be. He can't sustain because you have to understand, right? Like hip hop.
he can and he will.
Hold on a second.
Bro.
Hip hop is a different type of animal because you have to understand, right? Like music and like entertainment nowadays, because there is so many outlets and there is so much of it available. If you're not like the reason why guys like Drake are so fucking great at what they do is not only
Drake's
because
the
he's
GOAT.
good at what he does, but like
GOAT.
the level of consistency to be able to
Drake's the
deliver
GOAT,
a fucking
Drake's the GOAT.
top tier product.
Every time.
Every year
Every
after year,
time. Every
like
time.
it's impossible to sustain.
Every
It
time.
requires a level of talent and discipline
Yeah.
that some of these guys just don't have.
This
You know what I'm
guy's
saying?
mansion is unfucking real on the bridal path. This guy's mansion is stupid.
The man rides a 737
Bro, on New
fucking
Year's,
Boeing.
Bro, I had
Like the one the Iranians shut down. You know what I'm saying?
Like, yo, this guy
That
got
could have been
his
Drake,
face
yo.
on the side of the plane and shit. But yo, on New Year's Eve, this shorty that I follow was at his mansion and she posted it.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Oh, she doesn't-
I don't know who she is. She's just the Instagram thing that I follow. You know, and she like fucking posted. She's at his mansion and they're taking pictures in his living like hallway. I don't know what it
Jesus.
was. I don't even know it was a hallway. There's jerseys in the wall, like it's like all black marble, and then there's like glass displays of signed jerseys and fucking all this shit. And I'm just like, that's Drake's house. Like,
Fucking baller.
that's Drake's
That's
house,
immense.
man.
That's
If they shot down Drake's plane, Canada
Like
be
this
in
guy's
it.
hallway
Bruh,
In
listen.
is
it.
more
We'd be
valuable
boots
than
on
the
the ground.
entire
Let me-
fucking.
if that was
everything I have.
Kyle Lowry
no,
would
that
love
That
it.
hallway's
was-
probably like 6.2 mil.
Throwing basketballs at dudes' heads. They don't
That
know
marble
what's coming.
comes
The man
straight from the Middle
cave,
East,
guy
bro.
pulls up in
Bro,
a
they
jersey,
flew that
throws
shit
a
here in
basketball.
slabs.
Hold on.
On his jet before they fucking scraped out the inside and made it all nice.
No. Hold on. Like if that was Air Drake that the Iranians shut down, like
Oh my
Justin
God.
Trudeau would have came out
Yo,
swinging,
Justin
bro.
Trudeau
He's like,
came out like,
we're
"Yo, Dad,
sending like
back to back on this thing,
you know what I mean? Like Kyle Lowry is
Trudeau
like, I
came
want
out
to
on
get
Scarborough.
drafted into
He
the
put
army.
on his do-rag and shit, sagged his pants, like, yo, pop, yo, run up, dog.
Nah, man. Like, yo, no, that would have been that would have been a fucking something. But you know what though? Like but yeah, man. I don't think 6ix9ine can fucking readjust. I don't think because to be able to go that deep, right? Like, because if you listen, like, there is guys who, like, fucking, you hear, like, have you ever heard, like, somebody's album and you're like, okay, there is some kind of substance there because it goes from place to place to place. It's not just something that is just stagnant. It's just you saying the same thing on just, like, a different beat, that kind of thing, right? So, to come out and not have that, not be able to go into that familiar place of being a gangster.
Yeah, sure.
Bruh, you're gonna definitely drown and die. God damn it. Speaking of drowning and dying,
You'll probably see him working at like a Walmart or something.
Nah, dude,
No, with
I'm
those
telling you,
tattoos,
man.
that
I'm
guy's
telling you he's gonna blow
unemployable.
up. I'm telling you he's gonna blow up, man. I'm
You
seeing,
know
I'm
what,
already
maybe
seeing,
he
I'm
would
already
might
seeing
start-
the memes. I'm already seeing the memes on TikTok and shit. You already see the memes.
memes don't get you paid, but
No,
memes
man.
don't put you
Bro,
shows.
they don't,
Memes
but
don't put
yo,
you shows.
this new generation is
Exposure
different,
bucks.
Robbie. This new generation is a different generation. They will fuck with this guy. Heavy. Extra heavy. This guy's got to be one of the hottest rappers when he comes out. I'm telling you that right now. Take my prediction. Put some money on it. $5. Let's go. $5 each.
Give me like
including
Gary
you.
Vee. He's
Over
gonna
there.
be watching this
$5
video in
ahead.
5 years. I was right.
It's like, you know what?
I told
Give
you.
me my
Where were you
$15.
when 6ix9ine's album came out? I was garage selling, motherfucker, bumping the new 6ix9ine, and I told
Nah,
you.
I'm not gonna bump it. I've never fucked with him in the first place.
I
love
just
old school
wanted him
shit,
to
man.
come up
I
to
listen
the
to like
stand.
Nas, Jay-Z, Biggie, Pac. Like this is old shit.
I just
like,
wanted
I
him-
listen. I know. I fuck with the baby. I fuck with the baby
Baby's
heavy.
nice.
The
Baby's
baby's
nice.
my shit. That song Shook, man. That's my shit. I probably
that is a nice song.
Shook. Yeah. Look at the do it.
But you were
I was
talking.
gonna say I just wanted him to, when he showed up in court, to just yell, "It's fucking Treyway," and just drop the mic and just walk.
But yo, remember what?
do a
Remember what
sentence of
Shawty said to
69
the
years.
judge when that first happened? Shawty, the guy that actually is doing the time and that whole fucking
How close
case.
are you following the case, bro? Like,
Very
it sounds like
close.
When it happened, no. When it came out, I
I'm
followed
keeping
it.
an eye
When
on
it
it.
happened, I followed
Tabs
it.
on that
Shawty
one.
told the judge, he's like, "We don't rat, or we don't crack. It's fucking Treyway." That was what he said at the fucking opening statements, fam. At the opening statements. And 6ix9ine's like, I like to rat on everybody ever, sir.
No, but bro,
the only reason why I know this shit.
It was.
Hold on.
The only reason why I know this shit is because I covered on that Inform Overload channel like everything that's like popping on internet news, whether it's like 6ix9ine going to jail or an influencer does something stupid. Like we cover that shit.
Yeah.
Like today I did top 10 dumbest criminals.
Yeah.
One of them, my number one. This one's insane.
Yo,
so
I've
the
probably
guy,
seen those lists, man. I watched those shits.
the guy. So this dumbass criminal decides that he's gonna represent himself in court.
Yeah.
And then he asks the lead witness, "What did he sound like?" And she goes, "He sounded like
Just
you."
like-
And the fucking place erupted in laughter.
Wow.
The judge was like, "Well, there you have it, folks."
There it is.
Bro, that's
There it is.
fucking a horrible way to lose a case.
yo.
You know what, though, bro?
Like,
I'm
you know,
just
everybody that saw that in the bullpen's gonna slap you when they get inside. They're gonna go
fuck
into the
is
bit. You're a
represent
fucking
yourself?
idiot, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
I've defended
Fucking
myself
locked up
on
that
certain
law.
occasions. Like that's a story for another day. But you know what, though?
Court of law.
I can't. No, but bro, listen. Let me tell you something though. There is something about defending yourself. If you know your shit,
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's because like, anyways, that's a story for another
Sometimes
day. Like,
it's right.
some of these cases are still ongoing.
We should call it. We should wrap it up here. We can
You know what I mean?
continue with that story.
That's you know what I mean. That's a
the
story
next
for
one?
because like some of these cases are still ongoing.
Yeah.
I can't really, I can't really comment on these
I
motherfuckers
can't
right
comment
now.
on active
I
cases.
guess it's active cases. You know what I'm saying? Some of this information is classified.
This podcast might just end up being
Guys,
me.
You know what I mean?
We're doing
you
this
know?
podcast in Vancouver, guys.
This is you know.
Alive
We're
from
not in Toronto.
Montreal Penitentiary.
You know? Whatever was said in this podcast can be used as evidence in a court of
get
law.
me.
That is a fact. That is a fact. You
Not
could
if
be-
we say it's all just jokes, guys.
Yeah, guys, this is all we just wrote this.
This is a character piece.
We
It's a
actually
character piece.
My name is actually John. I live in Oshawa, and
Nobody
I
believes
took
you.
the GO train down here.
The podcast is called My Daughter's a Communist. There's no
Right.
social pages
I
for
know.
it.
Nobody's even listening to this but us right now.
Yeah.
But yo, I have a prediction
Fine.
that 5 years from now, we're gonna be talking to millions and millions of people.
5 years. This shit is
And
fucking brilliant.
if
Listen,
somebody,
Listen.
if somebody goes
uh,
back and listens to this episode, whatever, how long from now?
you know what?
Thank
You know what, Fadi?
Thank
I need
you so much.
I need you to readjust your vision board. I don't feel like you're manifesting properly.
Should I take Ellen off the board? Is what
You know
you're
what I
saying?
mean? It's just like, listen, no, like, look, the key to anything, and this is the first episode, right? Like, the key to anything is fucking consistency. Yeah. Don't do something, because if you're gonna do anything, do it fucking well and do it often, right? You know what I mean? Like, this is the first episode of something fucking great.
Yeah.
And who knows, like, fucking, like, I was listening to Joe Rogan, and he was talking about how long, like, it took him probably
took
about
him
like
like 10
episode
plus years, man.
460 some odd for his shit to really start popping off. But the key is to keep doing it. It's fucking fun.
Consistency.
You know what I mean? We meet up, we fucking talk shit, we fucking create content, and you do it fucking on a consistent basis. And there is an outlet, and we got fucking the wizard, Pat.
Dog.
You know what I'm saying?
Pat
in the
got us-
building.
Patty's in the house.
Pat wants to let
Yo,
everybody
Patty,
know that he
give yourself
fucks. Yes.
Give
Pat, do you
yourself
have a
a
name
sound
for
effect.
your podcast network?
No.
It's
None of
called patfucks.com.
Yes.
You should get that right now.
Fucks.
Patfucks.com.
Patfucks.com.
Nah, that'd be spending more money on fucking podcasts to get like 6 listens.
Yeah, it's
Next
true.
thing you know, Pornhub is trying to buy. Like, listen, we have this guy named Pat. He's coming up in the industry right now.
That's the
We wanna
future
get him.
of where podcasts are going to be put, because YouTube's new rules basically mean like almost anything you do is like making fun of someone, so it's going to
right.
get taken
Oh,
down.
yeah.
All
Making
the
fun of someone.
literally
we're
it's
gonna be
You
out of a job.
routinely target someone.
Oh,
Yeah.
then that's like hate speech
They're like,
and shit.
hey, yeah.
Well, no, it's not. Well, yes, YouTube's idea of hate speech, and then it violates the terms of service, which allows them to boot you. Whereas Pornhub doesn't, because they have like
That's
it's
a
like
new thing.
like racist parody porn. So it's all under their same like terms of service. You could put anything on Pornhub.
Did you see that new thing though?
Really?
That new trend where people are commenting like they would on a YouTube video on like Pornhub videos.
Oh yeah.
It's fucking amazing.
It's amazing.
We should
so
just
funny.
do like a naked
should
news
just
thing
put
and just
this
have
on
like some
Pornhub.
sexy bitches like in a back.
Yep.
Like
We get
nothing
more
to do.
hits on
We don't even
Pornhub,
talk to
probably.
them. Oh, our communist daughters.
My
We should get
communist-
our communist daughters in the back, right? Just a bunch of sexy bitches wearing communist gear. We're not even talking to them. We're just
they
going by.
stand there,
So we can qualify
and,
to
we
put
don't
on
acknowledge
Pornhub.
them the whole show.
Is that
too. It's just like-
misogyny? Is that
we just act like,
misogyny?
we just
I
act
don't
like
know.
they're not even there. You know, we just walk in. It's like, can you open a window, please? You just like open the window like they're curtains. You just move them aside.
Yeah, that's
That's
kinda-
fucked up, man.
That sounds like animal cruelty. To me. I'm not
You
a
guys
kid.
want to shout anything out?
Yeah, man. I want to shout you guys out, man. The Johnny Rogers. This is the only guy I know with the name V. Other than The Rock, those are the only two people that I've ever known that start with D.
Can you smell
And
what
they're
the
both-
John is cooking?
They're absolutely
I mean,
great,
can you-
fucking phenomenal at what they do. Roby Hollywood out here.
Fucking right.
It's a brand name. It's a
Like
brand
goddamn
name.
Pepsi.
Like Pepsi.
Are we doing this every week? Is this is the routine? It's
As
every
long
single
as
week.
he allows us. He's
It's
getting
every
the
single-
thumbs up.
It's
from
every
the
single
CEO.
fucking week. The
Guys,
Master and Commander.
we
This
got
is
picked
first
up,
episode.
guys.
fucking
the
right,
first
guys.
episode of My
We
Daughter
made
is a
it.
Communist. Thank you guys so
Give
us
much
a
for coming.
follow.
My name is Fadi Nassar. Thank you guys all for joining us tonight.
Oh, what are your socials? You guys don't give your socials, and this is what the cool kids do. At Roby Hollywood on all
yeah.
platforms.
Fatty,
Yeah.
drop yours.
You know what I'm saying?
At comedian Fadi.
He has a
Fadi.
And I'm at the Johnny Rogers on all social media and at Johnny Late Night on TikTok. Cause I'm
At the
You
Johnny
on
Rogers.
TikTok?
Yeah,
You trying
baby.
to fuck 14-year-olds, you R. Kelly.
you.
Fuck.
Jesus. Yo, I'm on TikTok.